If you play Call of Duty on PC, whether that's multiplayer, Resurgence, or Big Map, one of the best things you can do to raise your KD besides getting a VPN is overclocking your controller. If you don't know what that means, it basically just makes the latency lower, which is the connection speed between when you press a button on your controller to when it registers in the game. Now, if you don't care about the details and just want to see how to overclock your controller, then skip to the timestamp shown on the screen right now. And for the rest of you, let me just quickly explain how overclocking is beneficial for Call of Duty specifically. So in COD, even in Warzone, the time to kill is extremely fast, especially right now with the meta weapons that have very little recoil. So every millisecond that you can shave off of your game latency, the better. Think about it. How many times have you won a gunfight with just a sliver of health left? This tends to happen very often in the gulag. Overclocking your controller can literally be the difference between you winning or losing a gunfight, and that's why every single pro Call of Duty and Warzone player refuse to play on default controller settings. This isn't considered cheating, by the way, so you don't have to worry about being banned. Now let's discuss what things cause latency in your game. The first thing would be the tick rate of the Activision servers. A slow tick rate server is the reason why you sometimes will be in a gunfight and be behind the enemy, yet somehow you still end up dying. Unfortunately, you have no way to control this setting and it has everything to do with the Call of Duty servers themselves, which need to be updated, but probably won't because Activision doesn't really care to spend money on that kind of stuff. But anyways, let's go ahead and move on to some things that you can change. So the next thing that causes latency is your GPU and CPU. To see how much latency these are causing, you can go into your interface settings and turn on the telemetry for GPU and CPU clock speeds. The way to bring these down is to optimize your PC for Call of Duty. And there's plenty of videos on YouTube on how to do that. But if you guys want me to make a video on it, then go ahead and let me know in the comments. Now, the third thing that's causing latency would be your monitor. Most gaming monitors only have a 1 millisecond delay or less, so it's not that big of a deal. But if you're playing on a TV screen, then I highly recommend just getting a gaming monitor because there's going to be a huge delay between when you do something in the game and when it actually registers. Then the next thing is the actual latency from your internet to the Call of Duty server. You can turn this setting on in the game as well, and it'll show you what your ping is in the top left corner of the screen. This one can be controlled by geofencing to your nearest server so you don't end up in 60+ ping lobbies in a different part of the country. This also helps make your lobbies easier. If you want to know how to geofence correctly, then I'll link a video that I already did on this topic in the description down below. And now finally, the last thing having latency would be your controller to your PC. Usually a default controller has anywhere from a 5 to 10 millisecond delay, which doesn't seem like much, but with all these other things combined, it could be the difference between you winning or losing a gunfight. So you want to go ahead and bring this all the way down to 1 millisecond, which is actually very easy to do. So let's go ahead and walk through exactly how to do that. The first thing you want to do is download the overclocking program, which will be the first link down in the description. Once you click the link, it'll take you to this page, and you want to go to where it says hid usbf.zip. Go ahead and download that. Then open it up and click once where it says driver to highlight it and press extract all. Choose wherever you want to extract it to. For me, I just leave it in the downloads. Then click extract. Then from the extracted folders, open up driver, then open setup. And here click yes. When it opens, at the top left where it says mice, click that and choose all. Now try to find your controller. Mine is this one right here. If you're having trouble finding your controller, then go ahead and just unplug it and replug it back in to see which one disappears and reappears. Now click your controller once and click install service, then open. Now on the selected rate section, go ahead and choose 1000. Then install service and open again. Then filter on device, install service, and open once more. Now just unplug your controller and plug it back in. You should see the settings have applied and your controller only has a 1 millisecond delay instead of whatever it had before. If you have a PS5 controller though, then you will see a 4 instead of a 1 here. But that's just a bug with the PS5 controllers, so you don't have to worry about that. It's still a 1 millisecond delay. And that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and let me know. Hit the like button if this video helped you out. And if you want to see how I get into bot lobbies consistently, then watch the video down in the description on how to get easy lobbies in Warzone. I'm also working on the best VPN settings for Warzone ranked right now, and that should be out in the next few days. So feel free to subscribe if you want to see that. But that's all I have for you guys today, so I'll see you in the next video.